Hey everyone, welcome back to Growing with the Rileys. I'm Trevin.
And I'm Kaylee.
Hey, welcome to our just under half-acre homestead here in Southwest Missouri. Today we are going to take you all on a mid-May tour of our backyard. All right, guys, here we are in the greenhouse. There's actually been quite a few changes that have taken place since we last showed you. We had tables of tomatoes throughout. We were actually able to sell some at our local garage sale. We're thankful for those who took part in that. Now, we actually get to use this. We still have some starts going, but now we also have some peppers. We got some more tomatoes. We're gonna start trellising a whole blank side. We haven't even started yet, so lots to come. Okay, so one of the challenges that I know we're facing is it gets really hot in here. Greenhouse does its job really well, and it's something to kind of get used to. So one of the ways that we've tried to adapt with how hot it is, I've taken this side here and I've made it a adjustable roll-up side so that we can get airflow. We can get airflow throughout so that the plants just don't get overheated.
All right, so here we are at the chicken coop run area. Not a ton has changed. We have a lot of projects still to go on this, but one thing I wanted to highlight is we actually have flowers growing. So one thing that is kind of important to me is that we make our spaces look pretty. It's a little hard when you're starting lots of projects, but and I'm not a professional. We have no idea what we're doing. We just threw flowers in and we're hoping it looks good. So we'll adjust it as we go, but we're excited to have some pretty things out front of the chicken coop.
All right, now we are back here with our chickens. Chickens are continually be as goofy as ever. Hey.
Quiet down back there.
We're filming. We introduced a younger flock to the older flock, so it's been interesting. We actually built a chicken crib. It's off of Justin Rhodes' model.
It worked for a little bit with our little ones until we have one of our big chickens that could actually squeeze in. And so they stopped using it a couple days in because once they were in, they felt trapped. So it worked for a few days. It worked for the initial first hard days of introducing the new flock to the older flock.
That pile back there, that is our compost pile. I'm really excited about that. How long have we composted?
Since our rental.
Since our rental.
So
It would have been
5 years ago.
6 years ago?
Yeah,
7 almost?
Yeah, almost, yeah.
Yeah, so
when we moved actually into this house, we made our friends bring our compost over as our last load. I think they thought we were crazy.
Here's the thing, we are still not great at it. And so this is the first year we've been able to actually hopefully really build a good compost pile. It's with the clean out, the chicken coop and the duck hutch. It's with wood chips that we've had over the years. It's with our grass clippings. It's with our leaves. It's everything. As we stir it around, it smells super sweet. It's super exciting. I can't wait to use it on the garden going forward. All right, this is one of our favorites.
It's our new addition to our homestead.
Yeah, we've done this on small scale, and when I say small scale, we've only done one cattle panel at a time, but behind us is our watermelon tunnel, or should I say future watermelon tunnel. We've been able to, just the other day, plant the actual starts. We have over 32 plants, over 8 varieties, and this is a roughly 16 feet long by 4 to 5 feet-ish wide. So within 64 square feet, we're gonna grow a lot of watermelon. Can't wait to show you guys. It's always a fun time. All right, everyone, welcome to our garden. All right, guys, like we said in earlier videos, that the garden is kind of it's our main focal point. Still work in progress, but let's show you what we've got. We added 6 new beds this year. You can check those videos out as well after this video on how we built these and how we prepared them. But yeah, take a look. We've got our corn growing, some good old sweet corn. Why not? Every garden needs a good batch of sweet corn. We got some beans, got a couple successions of those. We've got sunflowers in the back. We've also started growing, Kaylee just planted some okra in this bed as well, and we've got a lot more room to keep growing some stuff. So
all right, so in these beds we've got some of our tomatoes. Our tomatoes are kind of going down in a line, and we got our trellis going that Trevin put up. You guys can check out that video of how he built those. So we've got tomatoes, we've got some nasturtiums. He just got in some spinach along the outside, some calendula in the middle. You can see on there's lots of bunny poop on there. We just fertilized with our bunny poop. We got some onions and some more onions, and then this is our potatoes, some beets, and some more onions, and then some more beets, and more beets.
These onions right here, we actually grew from seed. I don't think we've gotten our seed onions to grow that well in the past, so that's a plus for us this year. So every year we've been terrible at growing our brassicas, which is like our broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, those types of plants. We need to get a cover on this probably 4 weeks ago, but leave it to me, still not done. So that should be a project coming up. We've got some Roma tomatoes over here. We've got some beets. We got carrots. We love our carrots. And yeah, once these are done, we have more things to think about planting. So snap peas here. Our shell peas right now are not doing the greatest. Not sure why. Our snap peas are doing fantastic. We planted these both at the same time. Could just be the year, could be the variety. Our snap peas are basically snack peas. In all the years we've been growing them, we've never taken any inside. They're just snacks. They're super good. While you're walking around the garden, grab a few, eat them. Have some zucchini growing. Over here we've been harvesting some arugula. We got some kale. This is where we pulled radishes. We got to get more things in the ground. So as well, right over there, we got to get more things. This is our garlic. We actually planted this last September, so it's been going all year long. It should hopefully be ready by the end of June. So we also planted another bed. We've got more radish. This is, I believe the variety was called a Chinese red meat radish. So the inside of the radish is actually red. We got more turnips, more turnip greens and purple top turnips. All right, so this last section back here, we are not done with this by any means. We got to get rolling, but the year's still really pretty early, so we can keep going. Okay, we actually do have some cucumbers on this trellis over here. We got some volunteer zinnias, and we got some dill. But then over here, we want to get some cantaloupe going. Here, we are growing more potatoes. We actually have a purple potato. This is new to us. It's a full-on like seed potato, starchy type potato, I believe, but it's purple inside. So stick around for that. That'll be exciting.
This area back here, we've never really figured out what to do with. Our drain for our street is right here. So when it gets really heavy rain, we get a little creek through our backyard, and it all drains to this back corner. And so we've had a couple years of just trying wildflowers, and so we've been to kind of regroup this area and get it laid out better, but all this started coming back up on its own, and so we kind of left it and we just threw in more sunflowers. So it's just gonna kind of be just our wildflower sunflowers for now.
we've built more trellises for our tomatoes, and so we're working on stringing these up right now. Actually growing tomatillos. We've never grown those before. A little hint with tomatillos, from what I've heard, you can't just grow one plant. You need the other, I believe, to pollinate the other. Over here, we got flowers. We got some cosmos, we got zinnias, we've got black-eyed Susans, we've got bells of Ireland, some larkspurs, some snapdragons that have been coming in sparingly. Kind of a little bit of everything. Since we've started growing flowers, they're actually one of my favorites in the garden. Just the different different insects they'll attract, the different birds they'll bring in. They do a whole lot for your garden, so don't ever underestimate the power of planting flowers. Right, so yeah, our garden is without borders, I guess, at this point. So last year we grew a pickling cucumber. We tried it on like an arched trellis like you've been seeing. It was more of a bushing type and it didn't do the greatest. So this year we're trying something new. It doesn't look great. Kaylee's actually giving me a hard time about the way it looks, but I think the concept will work just fine. As you can see, a couple of them have already sprouted. So the concept will be, as they grow, it's flat enough where they should be able to climb well enough so it's not as steep. It's flat, and then as they grow, we'll be able to pick the fruit underneath the panel. This is our weed / sweet potato area. We get comments all the time how beautiful some of the stuff looks in our house. We do strive for the beauty of it all. Then there's some we just have to do the functionality of it. We got to get sweet potatoes in the ground. That's what's over here. Last year we had a compost area over here, so the ground should be just right. Everyone, we just want to again thank you so much for coming along with us on this tour. These are always fun times just to show you what's changed. Like I said, go look at April's mid-April tour video here.
There's been a lot that has changed already in just a really short amount of time.
Yeah, this is one of the things that we love the most, is just showing you the progression and the things that change. This is why we love doing what we do. It never gets old.
So be sure you stay tuned. We will hopefully do these tours fairly often, especially as the season progresses. It's going to be changing pretty rapidly, and so we just want to show you guys all that's happening here and how it grows throughout the season.
Yeah, again, these videos are meant to inspire you all to get out there and just try something new. You don't have to be perfect at it.
And it doesn't have to be much, even just a few zinnia flowers, a couple tomato plants. You'll really end up loving what you grow.
So again, thanks all for joining. Have a good one. Bye.